Hi YouTube, I'm just making this video because I got really stuck and couldn't find many comprehensive resources on this topic. So if you find this useful, please like and leave a comment. Hope you enjoy.
So this tutorial will be on how to make related PCB and schematic libs to make integratable parts in EasyEDA. The first thing we're going to do is going to make a new project, which will come into use later. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make a new PCB lib. And what I want for this one is I only want one singular soldering pad, but of course you can make a much more complicated PCB. You can add many pads, you can add outlines. Outlines would look, you make outlines like that, add some graphics, add some text, but for me, right now I'm only going to make this one. 9.5 millimeters on the outside, 6.3 millimeters on the inside, and then I'm going to save that as tutorial 1. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to make a schematic lib to go along with this. So I don't have a manufacturing part number. This is just a test, so I'm going to leave this field essentially blank because it's required. The other ones I'm going to leave blank and I'm going to click OK. Now of course if you have that information, fill it out properly. This is all I'm going to use for my schematic. It's this one pin, and this is the connection site where you're going to connect the wires in actual schematic, and this is just the graphics that I want for the rest of my schematic. So this is going to be my entire schematic. Of course, if you're going to relate it to this one, if this is more complicated, you're going to want this one to be a lot more complicated. And you're also going to want the same number of pins correlating on this one to this one. So I have only one pad here, so I only have one connection pin here. The way you're going to connect this schematic lib to this PCB lib is you have to go to custom attributes, and then you have to go to package. Now you just made your package. This is the rest of the package. So what you have to do is you have to go over here, package categories, you have to go to my parts, you have to go to untagged, and now we can see tutorial 1 is what I named this. Tutorial 1, we open it up, and now you can see with this little green line between the connection site and the pad, you can see that they've related to each other. So now if we click update, we've made a complete part, and now I'm going to save as, and I'm going to name this tutorial 1. So now in the project that we made earlier, that we started the video with, I'm going to make a new schematic. This is just a basic schematic. This is not a schematic lib because this would be the entire project schematic, not just one part. So now what we're going to do is I'm just going to make a mock-up, a basic one. So we could add like, I don't know, like a resistor maybe, and then let's see, there's a power supply. I could just add like a battery, and then I'm going to add our parts, the one that I just made, and going through the same way. So you're going to my parts, going to untagged, and then it loads, you get this tutorial 1. And the great thing about this is you see we have both the schematic and the pad, the PCB lib, in the package, which makes it really easy to convert to a PCB later from the schematic. Now if I place this, maybe I add like, I could add like 4. So now what we can do is I'm gonna wire this together. Of course, this is just a mock-up. This is not like an actual circuit that I'm gonna use later on. Convert project to PCB is what we're gonna do next. This is in our tutorial file that we created at the beginning. So we do that. We convert to project to PCB. And now you can see that because our schematic had these connections that we had wired in earlier, we can see that it's automatically made them, which is really, really useful if you want to really fast make a circuit and have it related to your schematic.
Thanks for watching. There will be a table of contents in the description, and be sure to leave a comment.